let's check out the main names of Eugene Walker. Well, we know Geno Morgan is supposed to be his name pertains to Geno Morgan TV, Geno Morgan Production, even though Geno Morgan Production is a failure. Just saying. Basically pertains to being part of the YWC on YouTube and everything, blah blah blah, yucky smacky, that's not gonna go anywhere anyways. So with him being a comedian, doing comedy, which is something that he's gotta be funny to do that, which he's not. And on top of that, he's boring. He's not fun with it. And doing rants in a way, but let's face it, all of his rants, you really can't understand what he's saying anyways, what pertains to his rants. So because of his speech impediment and the way he just talks, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever or exactly what he's trying to say. Reminds me of a little someone, but I'm not gonna name drop him. So, because I had no issue with him. Other than that, I just don't want anything to do with him. And Geno's gonna be on that list too now. Well, he's been on it for a while, so it's whatever. Geno Luther King is basically he pertains to his brothers, his people, pertains to what I gotta do it for the culture. Because I have a dream that one day my brothers, my people will do it for the culture, and it's gonna do it for the nation, and it's gonna rise up for all that has happened to all of our brothers and people. Free at last, thank God Almighty. We're free at last. Ah. As far as Daniel Walker Jr., I couldn't tell you. This is my first time ever seeing that nickname of his. Unless that's supposed to be his undercover name, spy name, the witness, maybe a witness protection program that he's supposed to be in case anything happens. I don't know. Who knows? But Daniel Walker Jr., don't know where that name came from. But don't know anyone naming Daniel Walker, let alone Daniel Walker Jr.
You what?
Nope.
New Jack Jr. So what you're saying is that you're like the New Jack, except you're calling yourself New Jack Jr. And like, first of all, you ain't gangsta, you ain't a thug, you ain't like New Jack. Let alone you're not even New Jack's son. So basically, you're making yourself out being like New Jack of the things that he's done. And as we all know, you Geno, you ain't nothing like New Jack. So cut the shit out with that. You ain't New Jack. You ain't New Jack Jr. You ain't a thug. You ain't a gangster. Yeah, you may be from the hood, maybe from the projects. Who knows where you're from? Where it pertains to you being in Cincinnati, Ohio. but you ain't gangster. You ain't a thug. You don't have no gun. You ain't got no any type of knife weapons like New Jack has. You know, because you don't roll that way. So stop pretending that you are that. And now with that out of the way, because well, you know what that means. Time to take out the trash of the mayonnaise of Eugene Walker. The purpose of me taking out the trash of Eugene Walker of his many names is the response that he did pertains to not just pertains to me, but also to the asylum because to be honest with you, that response for the last time he did, I thought that's gonna be the last time, but um if it is not, who cares? Um Even though we haven't done any response to him ever since, but I don't know if the asylum is going to do a response either. But this is my response because it's going to be my last time to make it officially the last time moving forward pertains to this bipolar disease of Eugene Walker going by Geno Morgan, Geno Luther King, Daniel Walker Jr., and New Jack Jr. Please. But yeah, and this is my very response to him of that. So basically, it's not really a response to anything that he said because let's be honest, I couldn't understand any of the words that he was even saying in the first place of what he was saying and what he was talking about. Other than a couple of things he said, which I did understand those, but the rest of it, I had no idea what the hell he was saying. But you're a winner, and still, you're taking out the trash champion, the natural born thriller. And if you don't like it, beat it because no one wants to be defeated from the trash man himself, taking out the trash of the main names pertains to Eugene Walker, to all that garbage name of his anyways, because he ain't going nowhere. Not on YouTube, not in any other platforms that he's going to be on. Nowhere. He's untalented. Just saying. From the taking out the trash champion, natural born thriller.